Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is Wednesday, the 1st day of October 2025. The countries of Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso are making moves to expose Nigerian politicians that are supporting, financing, and aiding terrorism banditry by all means. They said they are going to release their name. Today is the 1st of October, the Independence Day that people are supposed to celebrate in Nigeria, right? Now, I might not be correct with the statistic I have put in place, but the statistic shows that 90% of people in Nigeria are not proud to be a Nigerian, are not happy with the situation. Now, this statistic might not be correct. These we are taking majorly from social media, and there are a lot of people who don't have access to social media, who are not on social media, okay? And I think these people that are not on social media, most of them are not still happy because of the way things are. Talking about insecurity, the rate of poverty, and so on and so forth, okay? Now, let us focus on the move to expose the names of politicians sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Hold on. I am proud of this country's, move to do that. By the way, they are not part of ECOWAS again. If they are part of ECOWAS now, they will use ECOWAS to subdue them not to do that, and so on and so forth. That is where you will see diplomacy and bribing might comes in, okay? But I am not going to be waiting for the names, because the names are not going to change anything. You know why? This is not the first time they are releasing the names of people who are sponsoring Boko Haram, banditry, and so on and so forth. By the way, Nigerian politicians do come to national television to boast that they imported terrorism in Nigeria. So, publishing the names of people who are sponsoring all these things is not a new thing to me. On September 15, 2021, United Arab Emirates also released the names of people who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Now, the head of the military intelligence agency, Kunde Olawumi, retired, said they arrested 400 Boko Harams. They have about 100 names, all of them that were sponsoring Boko Haram and all these terrorists. He said they needed to stop the terrorism in Nigeria, but they've got to arrest presidents, they've got to arrest governors, they've got to arrest senators. So it is beyond them. This is what a head of military intelligence agency said. So it is people who don't understand the way Nigeria is that we make this kind of videos for, not people who already knows what is going on. Like in the voice of T.Y. Danjuma, he said the military, the police, and the armed bandits are colluding to commit ethnic cleansing against the people. That is the right word to use, ethnic cleansing. You are not part of them, you are not part of them. Whether you are a Muslim or Christian, it does not matter. If they come, they kill you. So that is why we should not take sentiment about this. If your brother is a terrorist or your friend is a terrorist, you call him by his name a terrorist. Don't pet anyone. Don't say, oh, it's a thief, but it is our thief. Because when time will come, the evil you support will come and consume you. And that is why today now I see from north to south, east to west, so many people, like what is going on in Kwara, they are crying. But when Kuwa Baraje, who is from Kwara State, was boasting on national television that they imported militias to remove Jonathan, he never knew that his state would be a victim of what they imported. Today is the 1st of October. I think it's a day for people to reflect. I want you to think. Where do you think this country will be in the next 2 years? Do you think you will have a place to call your home? The presidency, the government, they are not interested because they are part of it. I will say this anywhere. Even though I'm standing in a courtroom, I will repeat this statement over and over again, because you don't need to look for the proof. The proof is everywhere. Where seasoned politicians will come to national television and tell you that they imported terrorists into the country, and the fools are still clapping for them. Like El-Rufai made a statement a month ago. The same statement was repeated by Babadati Ahmed. They said Tinubu's administration are paying terrorists. They are paying bandits. They put them on a payroll. The presidency did not come to debunk it. You know, by Olanoga, all those people, they are quick to come out to debunk anything someone is saying. But they refuse to debunk this. If they debunk it, people will dig down. More and more things will be exposed. So it could be true. It could be true. A lot of things happening in this country is an evidence that this country is not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Now, let us understand this article from Sowore reporters about the Mali, the Niger, and Burkina Faso, trying to release the names of terror sponsors in Nigeria. By the way, some of these politicians paid money to Burkina Faso account Nigerian politicians paid money into Burkina Faso's country's account. So the government got to track it because the government have been monitoring the accounts that terrorists are using this account. So they noticed that from Nigeria, money are being paid into the account to procure arms for terrorists. And after the procurement, they will use helicopter to lift it from Burkina Faso down to Kwara State. And when it is in the Kwara State, they will start sacking villages. So terrorism in West Africa, especially Nigeria, they operate, as I said, in a safe haven. Nobody is against them, nobody questions them, nobody stops them. I mean, nobody stops them. So doing investigation or understanding what is going on is not a big deal. People knows what is going on. So it's just that they refuse to talk, they refuse to do something about it. Now, this is what the article reads. Niger, or you might call it Niger, Mali and Burkina Faso have said they are preparing to expose the names of prominent Nigerian politicians aiding bandits in the northwestern region of the country. The three neighboring nations said they are working on confirming the identities of the political figures accused of links with the criminal groups in the region, DW Hausa reports. Authorities further explain that information has already been gathered on certain political actors said to be involved in supplying weapons to the bandits. The authorities said they already have the names of some top Nigerian politicians and have arrested some individuals involved in supplying weapons to the bandits, adding that investigations are already underway. This is serious, man. Now, the announcement comes against the backdrop of years of killing, abduction, and displacements carried out by armed bandits across Nigeria Northwest. Now, out of that, let me explain something for you. We were on a meeting, on a Zoom meeting, conference meeting online. So we were discussing this particular topic yesterday. Brainstorming, fact checking, and doing some things, okay? So one person raised an issue that though he has some proof to what Burkina Faso is alleging, because most of the arms have been bought from Burkina Faso, but even in Burkina Faso that there are still terrorist attacks. So I've got to explain something for him. I said, the whole world, I don't think there is any country, including America, that you will not have a terrorist attack. Or there's some of the countries in Europe like Switzerland, Luxembourg, all those countries will hardly say terrorist attack. If someone come out and shoot in the public, it's a terrorist attack. But two things are involved in terrorism. It's either the country is sponsoring it or the country is not sponsoring it. If the country is not sponsoring it, be rest assured that it is going to come to an end. Yeah. If the country is not sponsoring it, be rest assured that it is going to come to an end. But if the country is sponsoring the terrorism, it's not going to come to an end because they are doing it for a purpose. Don't forget that there is a time and season and a purpose for everything. So the question is, why are they doing it? The reason why they are doing it is because Boko Haram's ideology, as contained in their handbook, states that their mission is to turn Nigeria into Islamic State. That is the mission of Boko Haram. So many politicians who bought this idea, who support this idea. By the way, a Boko Haram leader was made a commissioner of religious affairs in Borno State. So they promised Boko Haram members that they can become a president of Nigeria if they repent, terrorists too. So because of those politicians who are actually supporting this terrorism, it is not going to end, and their aim is just to turn Nigeria into a Sharia state. Because if you are supporting a terrorist organization whose only mission is to turn Nigeria to Islamic State, it means that you yourself want it as well. Yeah, you want it. You want it as well. Now, in Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto, Kebbi, and Kaduna State, villages have been repeatedly attacked, homes destroyed, and farmers forced from their lands. The violence has also included mass school kidnapping that drew global attention. Sarah reporters had reported that also in Kwara State, the police command confirmed the killing of 12 vigilante members, including the Bale of Ogbayo, by bandits following an attack in Oke-Ode Folodon local government area of the state. The incident occurred in the early hours of Sunday, September 28, 2025, when armed men invaded the Ogbayo area of Oke-Ode at about 7 a.m., shooting sporadically. According to a statement issued by the police public relations officer SP Adeton Ejire Adeyemi, a combined team of police operatives and members of the National Forest Security Service and FSS swiftly responded to the distress call. The article continues. Let me stop it here. Anyway, for the avoidance of doubt, I am in support that these countries should release the names of terror sponsors. For record's sake, the government of Nigeria is not going to do anything. Alemodo Sheriff was arrested in Cameroon because of his connection to Boko Haram. And I see these people coming to Channels Television, and Shewa Okibaloye, we know what has transpired. He is an old seasoned journalist in this country. Someone who was arrested because he's sponsoring Boko Haram, someone who appointed Boko Haram Commissioner of Religious Affairs, will come and sit in your studio talking about Nigeria, and you refuse to ask him that question. That is where I have come to conclude that our media houses are part of the problem we have in this country. They are afraid to speak the truth. They don't want to offend some people because of their patronage, maybe because of the money they are using to fund the radio station. It is well. Let's watch and see how everything is going to go. May God keep everybody alive to witness what we are telling you today, that these evil people are supporting will come and consume them. I've never seen anybody that supported evil and the evil did not turn against the person, because whatever you sow, you must reap. I'm Okocha Api myself, a security and conflict reporter. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section.